Hello, Wednesday. If you want to post this later on YouTube or watch it later on YouTube, go for it. Now, if you're on Facebook, you won't see this, but if you're in the Zoom room, I took my green screen down, but I'm gonna green screen my shirt just for the fun of it. Yeah, so it's a bit clunky, right? Trying to figure out things when stuff changes. But that's why we practice the flowing, the going with the flowing. I will let you know today. So today, you might not like today's food holiday. It's National Kale Day. Kale, not everybody loves kale, but it is Random Acts of Poetry Day. So I hope T comes at some point and we can, entice her to maybe share something with us or not. But it is Random Acts of Poetry Day. And life is a poem, really, if you think about it. So just today it could be a random act of living your life day. There are only 75 days left until winter, so you better get out there and start enjoying every moment. Except winter's kind of fun too, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't get out there and enjoy every moment. So I am going to queue up my playlist for you guys, my Flow Show playlist, because it has to be royalty free. Oh, there we go. Now I'm going to invite you to join. I'm going to change the camera. I'm going to invite you to join me over my spot over here. And we'll just do some flowing, shall we? So I'm moving my camera. That one goes over there. Beautiful. I'll move. And we're going to flow because thank goodness. Well, there's always something, right? There's always something. Stand or sit as you wish. Let's breathe first. Let's catch our breath. The arms are going to float up. I forgot to do something for you, Steve. Keep breathing. Float down. As you breathe in, the arms float up. There we go. And then they float down. And this color right here. There we go. Keep breathing. I'm a cloud. Breathe in. Oh, it's only working semi-working. Float down. So there's only 2 rules. Breathe in, float up. There's rule number 1. Gather it in the front. You wrap your arms around. And you sink the chi. So the 2 rules are, the first rule is breathing. So breathe in, float up. The second rule, don't cause yourself any pain, my friends. Sink it down, which means that you are the master of your domain. Breathe in, and you can do whatever feels right for you. Scoop it all in. Sink it down. Now your feet, if they're together, take them a little bit apart. Yeah? Hip width apart is nice. And open the door. You just float the hands up. And then you sink the hands down. Kind of like painting the wall. We're just saying good morning. Breathe in. And then let everything be soft. One more time like that. Breath in. Breath out. Float the hands up to the side. Lift. Gather into the center. One more little sink on the chi. Let's go right into it, shall we? Let's do a little monkey today. So down here, you grab the peaches and you pull up really tight. Scrunch your shoulders as high as you can. This is when you get to scrunch. Up on your toes if you can, and you turn and look over your shoulder. Nobody's coming. Whoops, don't tip over. Come back the other way. Look the other way. Keep scrunching, scrunching, scrunching. Come back to the center, and then just let it go. Yes. Float up. Wrap the arms around. We're going to do another one. You got to give a minute for that release to set in. Grab some peaches down here. Pull up really tight, 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 tight. Look over your shoulder to make sure nobody saw you. Yeah, looks good. You're up on your toes if you can. Look the other way. Oh, sometimes one way's harder than the other. And come back to the center. Release your shoulders, release your hands. Ooh. Float up. I had a little stiff neck this morning. That's my solution. Float side to side. Chi hula. Stiff necks, stiff backs, When you come over to the other side, Fold in your middle fingers, pop it at your antlers, step out, pivot on that foot, lunge into it and turn. The deer looks behind. Breath out, breath in, lift. Float back, side to side. So the deer is looking back at 2020, is thinking, what the hell happened? Drift over here. Pop at your antlers, middle fingers fold in, step out, pivot, lunge into it and turn. Reach that top pinky behind, pointing way back there. Breath out, breath in, lift. Should we do another today? What the heck? Feeling pretty crazy? We could do another one. I could probably do a dozen more. Flow. Take your time. Pop out your antlers. Stretch out your fingers. Step out. Lunge into it. Be gentle, right? Still early. Turn. Keep breathing. Breath out. Breath in, lift. Float back. A little side to side. Just a little soft float. One more time. We got this. Over here. Antlers. Bust them out. Step out. Pivot on that foot. Lunge into it and turn. You're trying to reach that top pinky to point the same direction as your back foot. Come on back. Lift it up. Float back. A little lift of the chi up to the sides. Float. Palms pull into the center. And sink. Open the door one time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Float up and hug that big tree. Open wide. This hand is going to drop. It's going to float across. You're going to grab onto your dance partner, a cloud, and you're going to drift across the sky. Breath in here. And breath out. So you just keep that float. Now if you're feeling groovy, and I am, you can tell by my glasses, make a little hook. If you're feeling extra groovy, lift your knee up a little, or not. Single whip, high five over here. 2 loops, breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Now get ready. High five. Stretch everything straight, like you're flat against the wall, and then just this knee bends. But you try to spread your arms wider. And then float up, breath in, legs straight, drop your shoulders down, palms up, start to bend into that front knee, squeeze it open so it doesn't fall in. Breathe in, sink down into a warrior 2. Make it like you're just getting into a hot tub. Then this backhand drops and you side bend a little, but don't straighten that front knee, right? To a reverse warrior. Then straighten up that front leg, reach forward to a triangle. How'd that happen? I don't know. Pull up through that top hand, bend your front knee back to a warrior 2. That backhand drops, floats across, grab onto your cloud, and float across the sky. Breath in. Go a little softer. Clouds are so soft. I don't know, I'm still practicing being as soft as a cloud. Breathing in. You can breathe more than I say. Over here, a little hook. Step in, and if you want, lift the knee. Step on out to your high five, single whip. 2 loops. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now there's no surprises. You know what we're going to do. Breathe in. Find your high five. Find that single whip. And then stretch everything straight. This heel goes backwards. You're flat against the wall and you just bend into that front knee. Squeezing that knee open. Let it be over the ankle. Float up, stretch up. And then you just, it's like you soften down into a warrior 2, right? Do that again. Breathe breathe in. Sink it all down. Float the shoulders down away from the ears. Pause in your warrior two. Feel like you're super strong. This backhand drops. You come into a side angle, so it's a bit of a curve, right? Take your arm with you. It feels so much better. This hip keeps dropping, but then you straighten that front leg and you reach forward, 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 forward. You're still flat. And you come to a triangle. Just the briefest of fabulousness. And then pull that top arm up, bend the front knee. Warrior two. Point both feet forward. Wrap the arms around. Sink. Down here, grab onto to a little ball of chi and lift. Up and over the top. A person, is digging in the garden and offering the fruits to the gods. Or vertical circles. Sink. We're going to switch directions. So remember, it doesn't matter how low you go. Lift. As long as your knees are pointing outwards in line with your toes, the rest is up to you. No pain, no pain. Sink. Shoulders relax. Down here, hug the big tree. Open wide. Scoot your feet in. Woo. Bring your fingertips back together. Sink it down. A little angel wings. Yes, up to the side. Breath in. Elbows. Sink it down. Stretch up as tall as the heavens. Straighten your halo. Drag that chi down through the center. Open the door. Breath in. Breath out. One more time like that. Breath in. Breath out. Now shift your weight over onto one foot and let the arms just drift up. And then they sink down. Just a little softening. Now we're going to drift up again and the knee is going to come part way up. Just a little test. And then you sink down. And then if you want, you're going to go up as high as you can. Maybe the backs of your hands touch as a crane. Take some flight. Reach. And then take your time floating down. Yes. Shift the weight. Just the arms. Float up. Feel like the shoulder blades go down as the arms go up. And then our test flight. Halfway, halfway, halfway arms, halfway leg. We're just seeing what's what. Sink. Then we're going to go up. As high as you can. Lift. Stretch and reach. And then float it down. Just the arms. Shift the weight. We're going to add something kind of crazy. Sink down. Cranes, all these birds. Halfway, halfway, float up. Sink down. There's a lot of birds in Tai Chi. As high as you can. Float up, 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 up. Take your time sinking down. Now keep your weight on that leg. Float the arms up halfway. Cross the ankle over. And sit into a pigeon. You can bring your hands down if you want. Or you can hold on to something. Right? Float the arms up. Lift. Put that foot down. Halfway. You gotta laugh at yourself. Oh my God. Sink down. Halfway, halfway. Just a test flight. Just seeing how we feel. Then we're gonna go for a big crane. Flying super high. Like a drone. Best view of the city. Lift. And then we're going to go for that crazy pigeon who thinks that he's a crane. So the arms float up. The knee floats up. Cross the ankle above the knee. Sit. You can float the arms down if you feel more balanced there, right? You're sending your tail feathers out the back. And it's a little balancing, right? How do you get better at balancing? You balance. Float up. And melt it down. Lift the chi up to the side. Breath in. Palms to the center. Wrap the arms around. Sink. float up, open. This hand is going to drop across. 2 loose fists are going to form. You're going to pull some chi goodness across the sky. Breath in, breath out. Yes. So these are thunderclouds, but they're still super soft. No clenching fists, soft fists. Take a breath. Float all the way across. When you're ready, step in, hands drop. It's that time of year. The rain goes up, the rain comes down. Give us a push. 1 regular pull. 1 regular push. 2 loose fists. A couple more thunderclouds are going to make their way through. Breath in. Be a little softer if you can. Just a little. Drift across the sky. Now the next one, we're going to step in. You ready? Step in. Hands drop. Here comes some chi. Rain. Float it down. Step out with a push. 1 pull. 1 push. And then open through the center. Come back to the center. Wrap your hands around that big tree. Sink. Now we got to send some love out into the world. So float up. Wrap your arms around as much goodness as you can. Press it down. Float, big Buddha belly in the front. Lift. Wrap, wrap, wrap. Huge. Scoop it up. Lift it up to the heart. Shoulders drop. Lift. Here comes the ribbons and bows to make our little package. So press down super tight. Make that package. Make a diamond shape with your hands. Come up to the heart and then send your Care Bear stare out into the world. Solved all problems on TV. So stretch, stretch, stretch. Send some goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoever needs it. Everybody needs it. Send, 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 send. And then you let it go. Float up. Scoop it up in the center. Sink. Wrists cross at the bottom. Lift. Big circle. Open. Shoulders are softening. Let's do that again. Cross. Lift. Open. The next one, just shoulder height. Hands cross. They drift up. Hands float apart. Shoulders, everything lets go. All that tension just drips out of your fingers. 1 foot steps back in. A little bow for my friends. Hopefully, we did it. Come on. What's going to stop you from flowing? So Steve, can you see? I know the people on Facebook can't see it, but my shirt looks like clouds. Just saying. Today is like holy learning to go with the flow day. Because I like what you were just saying. So technology is challenging us every turn. And right now I'm listening to an audiobook called 24/6. Yes, I said 24/6. And this woman is advocating a screen-free day once a week, if you can manage it. And
that's probably a healthy thing.
She's been doing it for 10 years. So for those of you who know that I'm on social media a lot, you're going to be shocked when you find out when I finally get my act together and do my screen-free day.
Well, there you go.
So it takes a little bit of organizing, right?
Then you'll have to find something else to do.
Oh, I have endless things to do.
Something you enjoy.
I enjoy all of them. Mostly. So Steve, I'm so glad you found me.
Yes, I am too.
Next week we'll figure out even more. I won't be trying to figure it out 5 minutes before class starts.
Well, I found you, so it's like I started going through these gymnastics this morning, and I started a little early because I thought maybe it'll be something I have to do, and I just hung in there, but my heart was starting to sink. Here we go again, and I thought, no, don't give up. Keep trying, and
don't give up. I just accidentally unplugged my microphone, so I just took it off.
Yeah, I'm not one to give up.
I know you're not. So today
you keep going out and conquering the world. And do something today that makes you happy. COVID hugs. Look, Cloud. If you were on the Zoom room, you'd see my Cloud hugs. And Steve, I love seeing you in class. I'm glad you came.
I love seeing you. I like your cloud outfit. I just noticed this. I don't know how you did that.
It's a green screen.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I love it. I'm going, how do you do that?
Because my shirt is green, so it's a green screen.
Perfect.
It looks
That's
like
neat.
Steve, see you next week.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. I'll figure it out by then.
Okay. You have a great weekend. Okay.
Take care, Steve.